Welcome to Joe's Outdoor Office. When you go camping, you don't have to eat hamburgers and hot dogs. We're cooking a pork roast in one pot, and most of the prep work can be done ahead of time. And it's everything you'd ever want for a meal right here in one pot. We're going to show you how to do it. Here's the ingredients you're going to need for this pork roast recipe. You're going to need a 4 to 6 pound pork roast, 4 potatoes, 2 Granny Smith apples, 2 onions, a quart of beef broth, olive oil, and baby carrots. Of course, first thing we're going to do, we're going to just peel our potatoes and slice our apples and get the skins off our onions. Apples are a really good thing to have with pork. Tend to sweeten it a little bit and really adds a nice flavor. I just like using newspaper. My mother did that a lot. You learn from your parents. Our pork roast in a camp Dutch oven is going to require 3 to 3 hours and 15 minutes to complete. That's going to require 3 charcoal changes, once every hour to hour and 15 minutes. The important thing is you want the internal temperature of the pork roast to be 170 degrees away from the bone, and you want your vegetables nice and tender. Okay, we got our coals ready. We're going to dump probably about anywhere between 15 and 20 onto our table. There we go. Take our camp Dutch oven, and it's a Dutch oven, a camp Dutch oven, because it's got feet on it. Spread them out. I'm going to place this right over the top. I'm going to take some olive oil. Just going to pour it in to our pot. I'm going to take our pork roast and we're going to just sear it just a little bit, get it brown. We're going to take the remainder of our coals, just 8 or 10. We're going to place them right over the top and spread them out evenly across the top. The rule of thumb with this is 2/3 underneath and 1/3 on top. Okay, we're going to take our lid off and we're going to turn our roast. Oh, look at that. That's what we're looking for right there. So you can use either beef broth or chicken broth. With pork, I like the savory flavor of beef broth. A little darker, a little more savory, a little more hearty. Now we're going to add our beef broth. And keep the broth handy, because you may need to add some later. Okay, now we're going to add our apples. The potatoes don't take near as long to cook as the apples and the onions, and we want the onions and the apples to really caramelize and cook down. We're going to replace our lid, and we're going to let that slow cook for about an hour. Oh yeah, looking real good. All you got to do is just pour it in. And again, potatoes and carrots cook a lot quicker than the meat does, so we don't want them to turn to mush, so that's why we're doing it this way. A little bite and see what we got here. Oh yeah. Perfectly done. Oh. So tender. Savory flavor when all those vegetables mix. It was amazing. I need another bite. So we've made a pork roast with baby carrots and roasted potatoes in one pot that you can do just about anywhere in a Camp Dutch oven. And it is delicious. Tender, it carves well, and it's just better than eating hot dogs and hamburgers when you go camping.